And what is up, everybody? It is March 3rd, 2026. It is a Tuesday afternoon. Welcome, y'all. Today, we're going to have a pretty much an update today because just recently the Storm Prediction Center has issued a new outlook issued by Wednesday, which we will get into cover right now. So currently, as you can see right here, there's a satellite. You can see that there is some fronts coming up down here in the central of the United States, but we'll get to that. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So, moving on here, this is the Storm Prediction Center. You can see that there is a slight risk for Wednesday, extending from Texas all the way to the southern part of Illinois, um, as well for Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. Beyond that, there's also a 5% chance for a tornado, or 2% chance more so specifically. And the reason why I accidentally said that is because the Storm Prediction Center has made a significant upgrade to their map. So now, as you can see down here in the legend model right here, you can see that they added two more percentages, one that is 60 and one that's 45. But anyways, folks, there is a 5% chance for tornadoes, and that 5% chance will extend again from northeast Texas all the way to the southwest of Indiana. Also, the winds are kind of a little significant, around 15% for the same locations. From the northeast Texas all the way to southern Illinois. This includes Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Plano, and Garland, Texas for 15% chance. Hail as well, 15% chance for Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, and Plano, and Garland, Texas. You can see how it's extending from the northeast of Texas all the way to the southern part of Illinois. And it's not just only that, but on Thursday there is yet again another one. This time extending from the northern part of Texas all the way to the southern part of Kansas. And not just that, the probability is pretty significant because, as you can see, it has intensified as the level 1 intensity coming from the north central of Texas all the way to the south central of Kansas, and the significant reaching to the south part of Nebraska. Probability is really high, and we could expect to have a multi-day tornado outbreak, if so specifically, unless the Storm Prediction Center does update the outlook. And not only that, we're also going to be taking a look at the radar based on this. So we're going to use NAM 3 kilometer. You can see that there's nothing out of the ordinary. Time will be right here in the corner, so do not miss on that. So you can see that as the time progresses by March 4th, you can see that there is some small activity down here in Texas and Oklahoma. But there is a low pressure system coming down from Oklahoma. And as the time progresses, you can see how the storm starts to develop in the northeast of Oklahoma. And as you can see, there is a squall line that is somehow forming up right here, somewhere down here in Missouri and northwestern Arkansas. Looking on further, you can see how the storm's starting to extend from here, from northeast Oklahoma all the way to southern Illinois and southwestern Indiana. And by later then, on March 5th, the development starts to get even more frisky as the storm starts to develop. You see that there is more rain pockets forming up here in the south, central, and southern of Missouri. And you can see how not only the storm is just occurring from here, from southern Missouri, but also it's extending down here into the northeast of Oklahoma and northwest of Arkansas. You can see how there is a huge squall line of thunderstorms that could include, yet again, some pretty nasty hail, winds, and possibly, if it ever happens, possibly tornadoes along with it. You see how the squall line starts to extend all the way from the northeast of Oklahoma, reaching all the way to the northwest and central of Indiana. As you can see, the storm becomes really, really frisky and develops really quickly. You can see it starts to impact some parts of the western parts of Kentucky, and also majority is going to happen in the north central of Ohio as it moves on into the northeast all the way into northwest parts of Pennsylvania and the southern parts of New York. And eventually New York will have some pretty heavy rain. Not much in general, but just general thunderstorms in New York until it goes all the way into the areas such as Rhode Island, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire. All these areas could eventually experience possibly some sleet, possibly some freezing rain, if not possible. And there is a light amount of snow somewhere here in West Maine. And as another day progresses on March 6th, Northeast will expect to have some freezing rains and sleet after the cause of this tornado outbreak that moves all the way into the Northeast, which apparently there won't be no tornado outbreaks. Instead, you will be getting some sleet and freezing rain into the Northeast. And upcoming next, in the west side of the United States, such as Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, Idaho, you guys could expect to have some snow, which let's actually move on to a different perspective. Not only we're covering that severe weather for the next couple of days, but we will also cover more snow that is happening in the west side. Now, after that outbreak from the severe thunderstorm, you can see that the west part, such as Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, and Idaho, you can see that there is some 32 inches of snow, mostly in Wyoming, but there's some in majority parts of northeast Utah and northwest Colorado. And right here in the northeast, you can see that there could be approximately 7 inches of snow in southern New Hampshire and Vermont, but mostly in Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. As you can see in the shaded area, you see how really heavy the snow is. But the most impacted would be in Idaho, because Idaho is around 4, maybe 5 inches of snow, and southern Montana is about 6 inches of snow. So you can expect not only from the severe weather, but you can also expect some pretty heavy snow in that general area. Anyways, folks, this was a short update based on the current outlook of today, but we will make more videos as this storm progresses. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share this video to everyone else, and I will see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.